Hey again everyone, and welcome to my Season 13 Yasuo top lane guide. I'm a former multi-season challenger player, and Yasuo is one of the few champions I mained in top lane to get myself in high elo. Now, here's everything that I will cover in today's Yasuo guide. Let's get started. As always, we'll start off with the runes first. At this moment, there is 3 rune pages that I recommend. The first rune page is Little Tempo with Bone Plate and Overgrowth in the second page. This rune page is always used against bruisers. Overgrowth makes you scale, and Bone Plate tanks up a lot of the damage in a fight, making you much more tanky in all lanes. The second rune page is very similar. This time we have Little Tempo with Second Wind in the second page. This page is always used against ranged and poke matchups. Second Wind heals you every time you get hit, allowing you to last much longer in lane. The third rune page is Little Tempo with a Bone Plate and also Unflinching. This page is only used against bruiser matchups with heavy CC. Unflinching reduces the CC, allowing you to move and react much faster. For the bonus stats, you always want to take 1 point in attack speed, another point into adaptive, and another point in armor or magic resist, of course depending on the matchup you're up against. Let's talk about the build next. For the starter item, 99% of the time, you'll be using a Doran's Blade. Whether it's a bruiser or range matchup, you'll most likely always start with this option. As for the other remaining 1%, you'll be using a Doran's Shield. You only use this item in extremely difficult poke matchups where you take damage constantly at all times. As for the boots, you'll be using Berserker's Grease literally every single game. Yasuo benefits way too much from the attack speed, which makes all other existing boots a very bad option. As for the full builds, there are 3 item sets I recommend all the time. The first full build is Shield Bow with Infinity Edge and Mortal Reminder. This is the standard build of Yasuo, but it's also the perfect item set against champions with healing, thanks to the Mortal Reminder. You'll be using this item set in about 60% of your games. The second full build is Shield Bow with Infinity Edge, Bloodthirster, and Death Stance. This build is specifically used against full AD and bruiser teams, as you'll be much more tanky thanks to the Death Stance and Guardian's Angel. The third build is a Shield Bow, Infinity Edge, a Bloodthirster with Spirit Visage. This is an amazing item set when playing against full AP teams, because you'll have a magic resist from the Spirit Visage, and you will have healing thanks to the effect from the item. Now, there's also a few items I didn't mention yet. Blade and Lord Dominic's are extra bonus items to counter tanks. Wit's End and QSS is another great option against AP matchups as well as full AP teams. And Randoins is an extra bonus item to be more tanky, in games where needed. Let's move on to the skill order and summoner spells. As for the skill order, you always want to max your Q first, then your E, and then your W. You do this in all of your games, regardless of what they play. As for the summoner spells, TP and Flash is your main option to play defensively early and more aggressively towards mid-late game. This setup will always allow you to split push a lot easier. The second option is Ignite and Flash. This is a more risky, but also a lot more rewarding, as not only can you play more aggressively, but you can also reduce the healing from your opponent in case they have it using Ignite. Now let's talk about the laning phase of Yasuo. Starting away at level 1, Yasuo is one of the strongest champs in the entire game, thanks to the Little Tempo and the auto attacks and Qs. If you're in a good matchup, look into fighting and getting the lane control by slow pushing the wave. Now, during the lane phase, you want to play Yasuo kind of similar like a ranged champ. You're constantly poking your opponent with your Qs on max range, and this allows you to easily damage your opponent without taking anything else in return. The most important thing about laning on Yasuo is the wave management. Look into freezing the wave as close to your turret as possible. This not only makes it harder for the enemy jungle to gank your lane, but it also allows your jungler to gank your lane much easier. And on top of that, your opponent has no space to fight or all in you. This allows you to poke and fight your opponent much easier. Let's talk about the mid-late game. With Yasuo, you want to split push anytime you can. Thanks to the Yasuo insane wave clear, you can push the wave in literally seconds. And this opens up the entire map for you. Every time you take the wave, you'll be looking to either get a catch they won't expect, go for jungle camps, or even roam. Split pushing always rewards you in the long run, as the map not only opens up for you, but it also does for your team. Now, most importantly, whenever you split push, make sure you keep the dragon or baron in consideration. If a fight is about to start, make sure to create a plan to be there before it actually happens. Now let's talk about the team fighting next. Yasuo has two ways of playing out a team fight. Either you are the engage of the team and you assassinate their carries, or you're gonna play it safe right in the back of the team fight and shred whatever is in front of you. The rule of Yasuo is always quite simple. You want to dish out as much damage as possible while also tanking as little damage as you can. Yasuo has an insane damage output, but it's also extremely easy to kill. This is why you only want to engage when you are built slightly more tanky or when you know you'll survive. Don't worry if a teamfight goes wrong, because if you think that you made a wrong decision, just learn from it and try better next time. Alright, so let's get into a gameplay commentary, and I'm going to teach you guys exactly on how to play Yasuo top lane. My team is also full of subscribers, so the elo is completely random. Let's get started. Alright guys, I'm going to teach you guys how to play Yasuo top lane in Season 13. So, what we have this game is a little tempo, we have Triumph, Alacrity, a Last Stand, Unflinching, and then we also have a Bone Plate. We're currently playing Yasuo into K'Sante, which is a poke matchup, but also an all-in matchup. That's why we have Bone Plate. And on top of that, we have a Dorn's Blade. Don't need a Dorn Shield here. This will do fine. Yasuo into K'Sante is a pretty free matchup because even though K'Sante is like a tank assassin, right? Feels like both rolls. We can outpoke him. We also have more all-in than K'Sante does. And we also scale better than this guy. So in pretty much in every way possible, we actually beat him. With the exception of the early game. Depending on how the matchup goes, this guy can become pretty tanky. And if he goes for the right items, it might be a bit more tough. But in general, it's going to be fine. We're going to be looking for straight up poke and all-in the whole time through. Nice. Good trade. I might actually fit in like another one here. There we go. So every single time that K'Sante is going to drop the Q down, like the third Q, I'm going to be dashing backwards using the wave.
I will not forget who I am.
Nice. Now we shove the wave out. Oof, I actually lost the cannon. One really good way to like make your opponent fall behind in terms of the wave is by holding your Q. Because a lot of people start panicking when Yasuo gets the third Q and they want to dodge it and they do everything imaginable to try and sidestep it. He sort of back down there as well. Like K'Sante was holding back, allowing himself to lose farm. Just so he could sidestep it. Keep that in mind, guys. It's a pretty useful technique to like apply pressure on your opponent. We have my jungle here. Not bad. I think I will shove the wave though, because there's a TP difference here. Whoops, I missed the farm. My bad. Alright. Got a free Q hit. I very much doubt that he's going to stay here. Let's get back. So first things first. I always advise this, right? Oh, he's staying around. Unbelievable. I could have killed him. Wow. I don't see it very often. Anyway, on Yasuo, the first item you're always going to be rushing is always going to be the Berserker's Greaves, regardless of the matchup. Whatever matchup it is, whether it's range, bruiser, anything, you're always going Berserker's Greaves because it gives you both the ability to chase. Kite, you know, gets you attack speed, which also dramatically improves your Q. And honestly, it can be missed for these two reasons. Like, they are the absolute core of what makes Yasuo the champion it is now. Let's hold. I'm not going to use the wind wall because I want the wave to go further down. If I use the wind wall, then the wave's going to tank too much. And it's going to start shoving more into Cassante. We don't want that stuff, so. Not going to play it safe. All I want to do is let the wave push further. Freezing on Yasuo is honestly one of the best things right now in most matchups. I'm gonna pop in my potion. We're gonna be looking for all-ins. Pop this one as well for the wave. Okay, I popped my ignite. I actually didn't want to. And we got him. Popped in like an EQ flash. So we could finish him off. And we shove in the wave. He's TPing. And now we go back. So, now we're going to be going with Berserker's Greaves. That will give us enough attack speed so we can also do the EQR. And afterwards, we're going to be going directly with Shield Bow. So let's buy it. No. Not this one. Wait, this one. Now we go for this one. Pots, ward, and we go back. So like I said earlier, Cassante is a champ that if he goes Bramble and goes Steel Caps, he might become a problem. But then again, like with Yasuo, we're like poking, poking him a lot. We also have greater all-in thanks to the little tempo and my ultimate. And we scale better. So it really doesn't matter how we approach him in the lane. Technically, in theory, we don't ever lose against them. And a lot of matchups are they're very similar. Whoops. I'm actually thinking about roaming, but I'll see if I can grab the first blades because he's backing. Oh. Actually. Got him. I still have 2 pots. I should have used one in the fight. My bad. I think I can probably kill him. Wait a second. We have to kill him like max range. That's the solution here. We gotta be careful about his W though. I'm gonna drag the wave like this. And that's gonna force him to walk up to me. Check this out. I got my ultimate of 5, so we're gonna be charging my Q. Whoops, I'm trolling. Not bad. He cancelled it. Ooh. Also missed that one. Ooh, I still got him. Okay, cool. Thank you, Red Buff. Yeah, let's get that blade down. Or it's already down, actually. So now we're going to be building towards Nooncooper. And then we also get my Fomporg Scepter. I'm specifically building Wait a second. I'm specifically building 2 long swords instead of crit chance because in the early game, you also sure you get like double a crit, but like the crit is still very low. It's really low. So instead of going for crit, I'm just directly going for another long sword because it provides me more raw damage. It gives me, you know, I can trust my damage more. Sometimes you're just really unlucky and you just don't get any crits. That's why I'm building longsword. Nice. Whoops, I trolled my Q. Okay, decent. I think we can probably dive him soon if this keeps happening. Yep, he's dead. Yep. Also, my teammates walking up, they're fixing the plates. I'm gonna go for the wave and also the jungle camp. Let's grab it. Nice. Well, we can definitely get like the hero to hit the turret. There you go. And now we go back. We need to get like 600 more to get my hands on shield bow, but the problem is that Zed is currently missing. He's got Prowler Claw, so I gotta be a bit more careful. Yeah, it turns out that Zed is still missing. I think he could be top lane. So we've got to keep being careful. Okay, turns out he's not here anymore. And now we walk back. I'm not going to go through the jungle because of this guy. It turns out that Xente is in mid, so I'm going to stay around. I think I can probably kill him here because I'm level 11. This guy's level 8.
Justice. That's a...
And he's also dead. Nice. There's also Xente up here.
This story is not yet.
I'll grab the red buff. Nice. And then we go back to lane. We gotta be careful here. If he all-ins, he's gonna win. I have no R, no flash, no ignite, nothing. He's got everything plus the Prowler Claw, so there's no way on earth that I can beat him here. I will stay though, because if I don't, if I decide to go back and he's gonna go for plates, then he's going to get a lot of free gold. So I'm gonna be denying this. There you go. The next item I'm going with is going to be a direct Infinity Edge. The reason why I'm rushing Infinity Edge instead of the Classic, right? Mortar Reminder into Infinity Edge. The reason why is because I don't think I can use the Mortar Reminder in this game that much. Since they're not going for any lifesteal. They don't have any sustain in this game. So, if I go directly into Infinity Edge, I'll directly be able to go Bloodthirster right after for sustain as well as a shield. We can also go Death Stance. It really depends on what's going to happen throughout the mid game. But in general, like Infinity Edge and a shield bow, you can buy these together. You'll have enough crit. The third item is going to really depend on what you prefer. There's nothing here. What? Wait. Okay. I was like, what? He just smited like across the wall. Not bad, man. Kind of clean. I think they might still be here, so I'm just gonna back off a little bit. Okay. Zed is going top lane, so my teammates will have a free dragon. I'm gonna back off, obviously, because I know that Zed is on the way. Just chilling right here. If Zed is still top lane, then the dragon's gonna be free. Yep, he went back in mid, so we're gonna walk up again. Nice. Turns out that mastery kills everyone. That macro play was honestly so bad of the enemy team, and yet they still actually get the dragon. Unbelievable. It's because Riven was missing. Let's go grab this one. All of them are bottom. Nice. And we have this one. See you later. I will not go for the inhib because they are on the way again, so just respect them. It's going really bad for my team. It's going really bad for my team. As far as I know, Riven is said in the champion select that she is learning the champion. So I don't think I need to explain or even expect anything. If you're practicing Riven, especially mid, it's not gonna go well. Zed's on the way. We're not alone. Oh, he stole it! You kidding? You kidding? Oh. What on earth is the chance? We can't see where Zed is. I think he's gonna try and steal it. Yeah, he's managed to get it. I'm not gonna waste my time just standing there and waiting. Let's grab the jungle camp here. Nice. And let's go for this camp here. Good timing. Oof, that timing was honestly great. We do have an issue though, because they are chasing me down here. That was close. Oh man. That was so close. Unbelievable. Did not expect a Morgana to walk out there, to be honest. I saw a Sinja on the way, not a Morgana. We're going to be building a Bloodthirster next. So let's go for the lifesteal. You know, perhaps maybe my Riven is going to remain useless for the rest of the game. I'm pretty sure that Riven will never become useful. This guy's too far behind. And he rushed Hydra, so it's going to take him decades to become useful. I'll never be able to catch him. I gotta walk all the way around. Okay, cool. Now we shove this out. And then we're going to be taking the next wave. Nice. Next. They're going for the dragon. Unfortunately, there's not really anything we can do to prevent the dragon. We also can't really go for the inhib. Sure, we can go for inhib, but we're going to give them an advantage if we do it. Let's respect them for now. Let's take this one instead. If you take the inhib from them, they'll be able to farm way easier than normally. So be careful with how fast you take it. Nice. We're level 15, so that means we're like, actually only one level ahead though. Against Set at least. Alright, let's go with a BF sword. I really can't blame my bot lane for like dying to Zed here, because this guy's got like 10 kills. So can't blame them. This guy can just W in. It is what it is. Morgana's up there. We can't really split push because Riven is splitting without TP. Volibear does have the flash. I think he's looking to make a flash play. The thing is, I need Riven to group up because she doesn't have TP here. Blocked most of the damage. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Riven is currently split pushing. She has no TP. She can't even join the fight. She is literally useless at the moment. She can't get in there. Good fight. Or you can save for another one. Nice. No blue.
It is not yet time.
Let's go back. Let's grab my Bloodthirster next. Nice. So now we're going to be going with a stopwatch, and the reason why I'm building it early is because there's a dragon coming in 2 minutes, and I'm pretty sure there's another team fight coming in 2 minutes. Within the 2 minutes, actually. We'll see.
Never could stay in one place.
There you go. Zed's currently on bottom, so I'm gonna fix it. He will never kill me. You see? You see what I'm talking about? We did no outplaying. There's nothing I've done. I missed my Q. I legit missed my Q. There's nothing I did perfectly there, because I accidentally hit my Q the other way. I also couldn't sidestep because I was too slow, because Zed was slowing me using E. So there's no point for me to sidestep because I would probably get hit by 3 shurikens anyway. Just by playing clean in the early game, we basically transition to becoming really OP in mid lane game because we are constantly moving forward, right? We're making pressure, we're making leads, right? We're too far ahead of the enemy team currently, so we're starting to get to that point where outplaying and stuff like that, sure, it's great, but it's not needed. We can just right-click people at the moment because we're that strong, right? Technically speaking, right? If we weren't going to outplay anyone, that's what we could do. With Yasuo, you gotta play clean, guys. If you play clean, the mid lane game, you don't have to try hard as much. The red buff is taken. I think I will go for a play here. I got my flash up currently. I'm down to like flash over across the wall if needed. I messed up. My bad. I wanted to Q in, and then I would flash EQR. That was my plan. That was what I wanted to do, but I failed. The moment I hit my Q, I flashed across, but my ultimate was down. The knockup was down after I already hit my EQ. So I couldn't pop in my final ultimate. Sucks, man. It's gonna be pretty clean. Okay. Yeah, let's go back. I'm gonna grab my GA. And let's go for pickaxe. And now we're going to be directly going melee. We're going to get that final team fight in, right? We are currently so strong right now that we can basically dash into a fight. We can tank everything. We can make a bad play if we even want to because we have a GA, right? There's no way on earth that I'm going to die right now. I'm level 18. I'm way past the their levels currently. There you go. So as you can see, I went while the Syndra stun in case she would land it. I directly go for the dash. I tank everything, by the way. Anything that I could tank, I did it. Got a really good engage on Syndra, which is, by the way, which is one of the carries. If she goes down, then they will miss a lot of damage. That's why I focus Syndra first, because she's very, very easy to kill for me. I could have killed that actually. Still have my GA, so really nothing is important right now. And that's it. It's like the fun stuff you can do when you have GA, you know, you can make a ton of mistakes or you can just engage if you want to. It's all fine, you have like a backup, you know. Hey, either way, this is Yasuo Top. Thank you so much for watching today's Yasuo video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.